Good night. Next news. People are calling out America after Pete Buttigieg's response to Kamala Harris saying she wanted High M as her running mate in 2024. BuzzFeed. It doesn't look like people have faith in America voting for a woman and a gay man. Below are your comments. With the release of this story, Kamala is now unburdened by the burdens of being burdened. And through this unburdening, the burdens of being burdened are no longer a burden, but being burdened to the point where burgeoning burdens become a burden unto themselves. The burden of being unburdened becomes itself a burden. She made a lot of bad decisions. The only good decision moving forward is to step aside and let someone else try in 2028. I hope she makes the right call. Kamala did herself no favors with this book. Point 1 Stone. She claims Biden wasn't in shape for a second term. She campaigned as a happy warrior for him. Then she claims she wanted Pete but didn't have the stray NGTH of her convictions, and I was a Harris voter. But no more. Her VP pick wasn't what cost her the election. There were a lot of factors, but the biggest was uncertainty with the economy, and her answer of not a thing comes to mind when asked what she would do different than Biden far surpassed any bad answer Walsh might have gave. That question was her chance to differentiate herself from Biden, and she basically told people that we removed the other guy, but I'm just going to do the same thing. I couldn't stand Hillary, and I didn't agree with voting for a presidential candidate who didn't even go through the primaries for the position. So I chose not to put my ballot in for a president this time. Do it right, or don't do it at all. I don't care that Biden backed out. She could see how he was. He shouldn't have run, and she either knew it or should have known. No excuses. She was VP. I wouldn't vote for her for that reason alone. She has nobody to blame but herself for her loss. Being a woman makes no difference. It's not an excuse. Or she could just admit that she's not a very good candidate, just like last time when her own party resoundingly rejected her in the primaries. She tries to portray the image of a strong, intelligent woman who speaks her mind. Yet, all you hear from her is that other people wouldn't let her do what she wanted to do. Trump didn't have that problem. He does everything his way. That's how he won. Why do people keep saying that Americans won't elect a female president? The only 2 female candidates have been unelectable, but that is about them as leaders, not their enders. I'd vote for Susie Wiles as president in a heartbeat. There are actually female senators in both parties I'd consider supporting for president. Gender is not the issue, but if you run female candidates who have a ton of credibility problems, EY claim it's the issue rather than objectively assessing themselves. Someone needs to inform her it doesn't matter who she chose, she wasn't the candidate the people won. It would not have mattered who she chose as a running mate. 1. I wouldn't change a thing. Statement game was already over. 2. She was unilaterally chosen by Joe Biden to be his successor. Game was over before the whistle. The American people deserve a choice, not having it dictated to them. My opinion is no viable VP candidate would accept her offer to be her running mate, as this ship was doomed before it sailed. She just doesn't get it. It would not have mattered who she would have chosen to run with her. America did not care for her. She would not have been the Democrat nominee if she wasn't forced on them. Why would anybody vote for Harris when she openly admits she had no say over who should run with her? Not exactly projecting power and control, are you? She's way out of touch. He should have been who Biden chose to be on the ticket, not her. Not having a primary was a huge mistake. It makes no difference, even if she had picked Pete, she still would have lost. Plain and simple, she was a bad candidate and had nothing to offer. So former Vice President Kamala Harris said Gov. Tim Walz wasn't her top choice for running mate in the 2024 election. Interesting, because no one voted for Kamala to be the Dim candidate in the first place, so she wasn't anyone's top choice for president either. She can stop dreaming of be prez. It's not and never will be forgotten what she said while campaigning, that she wouldn't change a thing Biden did in his 4 years. That's exactly nothing. She said it right there, to not do a thing. Why slam Americans as a whole? This was 100% Harris's call. She didn't give the country the benefit of the doubt, and look where we ended up anyway. She did not have faith in this guy, plain and simple. Her judgment has always been suspect. If anything, the reactions to his comment shows exactly why the Democrats lost and will continue losing. Most Americans don't care about identity politics. They care what you can do for them. You don't see Republicans touting their candidates as the first blank person to hold whatever office. You see them giving their economic and tax plans, telling parents they'll back them on their own decisions on how to raise their kids, that they'll enforce the laws and make our streets safer. That's why they won big last election. So much for getting the message in November 2024. Doubling down on identity politics will not end well. L for Democrats. Know what I see? The media doing whatever it takes to divide this country and pit American against American. All in an effort to divide us and then keep us divided. All the better to also try and control us. Wasn't the second in the highest position on the land that said that. So it makes sense that due her position, she has pulse on the entire party and the party's accepting of certain things. This says more about her party than anyone on this board has to say. I don't pick my doctor based upon identity. I don't pick my dentist based upon identity. I don't pick what place I eat at based upon the identity of the owners or workers at the restaurant. I don't pick which bank teller to go to based upon the identity. Tell me who is the best at their job, and given a choice I will pick them. So sad for the left, people are not defined by the content of their character but rather the color of their skin or who they sleep with. As long they keep nominating and appointing people not because of talent but because of their place in the victimhood totem pole, they will keep losing, and that is a good thing. She was installed as the candidate, she was not voted in. That it's even a topic is ridiculous. Talk about the death of democracy. She would have lost no matter who her running mate was. People don't vote for the VP. People are calling out progressive Democrats all the time, but the press ignores them. Results of a Google search specifically asking, which Democrat politicians supported the defund the police movement? Answer: progressive Democrats like Reps. 00. Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez supported defund the police, while Sen. Kamala Harris also expressed support for the movement _blank no. N believers deniers. Do the Google search yourself using the exact search words below. Which Democrat politicians supported the defund the police? 00. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.